Hello and welcome. In this quick video we're going to be talking about how it is that you organise a parents' evening, and we're going to be talking about uploading the data for events where it's the parents and the teachers only that are going to be involved. So no tutors really. We're not going to be talking too much about sort of special needs coordinators, SENCOs, head teachers and things like that here. This is just when you upload data for parents and teachers. So in our copy of the software at the moment, this might be empty if you're at a school that's not got any data in, or if you've just uploaded it, but the parents tab will show you parents that have been uploaded previously if you've got any of that, and the teachers tab over here will show you the teachers that have been uploaded. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove all my teachers. It gives me a warning that if I've got any bookings that they'll be lost, so just be very, very careful. Don't delete your teachers if you've got any active evenings or anything like that. But I'm going to complete that and delete those, and I'm going to empty my parents tab as well so that I've got a clean slate. And again, it gives me a big message here not to do this unless I'm absolutely certain, I'll lose all my bookings, contact support if I've got any issues or worries, and it also tells me to sort of print off a report of all the bookings if I've got any events, just in case, just in case I delete something I shouldn't have done. So I'm going to confirm the delete on that, and that will delete all my parents' records too. So how do we go about uploading data? If we go to the Upload Data tab, you'll see there's some instructions here that tell me how to do this. This blue button will actually take you to a page where you'll be able to download specific instructions for your school's type of MIS database. Because they're all different, if you use SIMS, it's different from Progresso or Facility or Integris. I mentioned in one of the other tutorials earlier, there's two different ways of uploading your data as well, and these are sometimes restricted by your database. So for example with SIMS, there isn't a web services connection like this, but you can upload your data using Group Call Exporter. That's something we can talk to you about separately. But basically, today I'm going to be uploading my data by spreadsheet, which is how SIMS schools would do it, and some schools who want to do it by spreadsheet can do it. But you can achieve the same results by just completing the web services area if this option is available to you. If it isn't available to you, you won't see it, but it might be that an Integris school, an ISAM school, a Facility school, a Progressive school can just type in their details here that have been provided by their MIS supplier, and when they press this blue button it will import their data in one click. But I want to quickly talk to you about spreadsheets. I'm just going to go to the spreadsheet that I've got for my primary schools just now. This is what this looks like. I'll just zoom out a tiny wee bit. So the way it works is you've got all your pupils on the left hand side here, and then some of the parent detail. This is parent 1, this is parent 2 in this column here, and then over to the right hand side it's showing me the teachers that teach my students. And by and large, I've got one teacher per student, so they're all in one row. So the student over here is Nathan Allen, and he's taught by Mr. Taylor, who is the 1P class teacher. Scrolling down a little bit, this pupil here, let's just have a look, it's Summer Dews. Summer actually has more than one teacher. They've got English and math teachers as well. So when this has come out of my spreadsheet, it's left a gap. Okay, this is also, I can show you what it looks like in a secondary sense. So over here we've got all the students again, so Nathan and Leon and Asha. And notice that there's a couple gaps between each of them. And if you look over to the right hand side, here we are, you'll see that's because although they've got history on their first row, they've also got maths and English. And that's how multiple classes are added to each student. So all I've done is I've followed the instructions provided by the parents' evening booking system and by my MIS supplier to export the data to this point. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there are different videos that show you how to do this. I'm not going to go into that in detail just now here. I just want to show you the theory of what it's like, so you can understand how you set up events in this particular way. So let's focus in on what it's like if you've got a teacher only to show with these events. You're not going to be showing tutors and such. All you do is make sure your spreadsheet is as accurate as possible, and that's very important. So here, I know it's Miss Potter who teaches this class, I know it's Mr. James Watling who teaches this class. If you want to check these changes in any way, one thing you can do is click on the number 1 up here, that highlights all of row 1, and then use Sort and Filter, and click on Filter to add filters to all your columns. And I like this, you can click on the filter for column V, which is your class codes, and it will show you all the class codes. And if I want to check who's teaching 12 ENG1, I click on Select All to deselect everything, click on 12 ENG1 to just select that, press OK, and it shows me that Miss Potter teaches all the instances of 12 ENG1. If that's not right, I can actually change this, so I can make it a new teacher. Let's call it Mr. Mackenzie, and we're going to change the teacher MIS ID, this is this W, to something unique, something that isn't already in there. So I'm going to call this 9000. I have to make sure that these are then copied to replace all the instances of where that last teacher was. So I just copy the top row and highlight the other ones and paste it. Don't drag down, don't highlight and in the bottom corner, don't drag down, because that won't work. You want to be highlighting, copying, highlighting and pasting. Okay. Now when I click on the filter for V again, select all and go back, all the places where Mr. Mackenzie is, that's where the other teacher used to be, and we've replaced them correctly. Okay. Let's save this. Yes. And what we're going to do is we're going to upload the data by going back to the upload data page, clicking the add CSV file button, and I've got to find the right place. So these are actually on my desktop. It might be in a different folder for you. This is my spreadsheet here, and upload. And when I go to upload, it just makes sure I want to do that, which I do. Confirm it. And then down here we've got a file upload progress bar, which will just fly from 0 to 100%. There it is. And it tells me down here that it's been finished. So that's how we upload our parent and teacher data. And the data I've uploaded will now appear here. There we are. And what you'll see is if we go to teachers, we can find Mr. Mackenzie. There he is with 7 English students. And if we edit him, those are the students who were connected to that class. And it's 12ENG1, which was the class code we looked for and edited earlier. I hope that helps.